out from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
afternoon.
Hi.
Yeah, today I have a very special guest. I have Dr. Christiana Folson, and also Kweku Folson. So
Yes.
they live in Canada, and they also have their own YouTube channel called The Folsons too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna put their link below, and you guys can subscribe. So they've been in Canada for a while, and I believe the experience is quite amazing. And that's the reason why I brought them today, to kind of, give us an insight into their journey from Ghana all the way to Canada, and so far what they have been doing and how the Canadian system has helped them. So the floor is yours. Please, if you guys would like to introduce yourself formally.
All right. Okay. Thank you. You want to start or?
Okay. So my name is Christiana Folson. Most people call me
Doctor.
Yeah, the doctor is there. Yes, Dr. Christiana Folson. Most people call me Asantua. So yeah, I came to Canada in 2015 for my PhD. And so this was in Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. And currently I am a postdoc. So postdoc is a postdoctoral fellow. It's more like a training. Maybe we can talk more about it as we delve into the interview. But I'm a postdoc at Michigan State University in the United States. So that's just a little about me. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Kweku Folson. So I have been in Canada since 2018. And I immigrated as a skilled worker from Ghana to Canada. So that's just a short something about me. Yeah.
How about you? How was first year for you?
So for me, I arrived in Canada in January of 2018, which was more or less like in the middle of the winter. So when I was coming, people were like, wow, you are coming in winter. And, people were kind of telling me how cold it was, but it wasn't until I got here that the first week, actually the day that I arrived, it was 8 degrees. So the weather wasn't that bad. I was like, okay, this is manageable. And then I think the next week it started snowing. So the first 2 weeks for me was like really terrible because I needed to walk about 30 minutes to catch a bus. And anytime I get out into the cold, like my nose just begins to run. And my phone would go off. I would get missing, lose my way. So it was quite those first few weeks were quite, unsettling. By the time I kind of settled in. So what happened was when I came here, I had already applied to a school from Ghana. So when I came here, I decided to still pursue the school. Just to get some Canadian education, which is something that is recommended to help you get Canadian experience. So I did the schooling for the first semester, and then the second semester I also got a job, right? So I was combining school and work. And I was commuting for the work, which was about almost 2 hours each way. And I would go to work, come back, go to school, finish my assignments and do everything that I needed to do. So it was like the first year was pretty tough. But I mean, everything worked together by the grace of God. And for me, I'm a curious person. So before I came, I watched like a lot of videos and I did a lot of reading about life in Canada. So some of the information was really helpful to me. But then it was also good having people around me who were feeding me with the right information. People who were available to answer my questions and point me in the right direction. So I think that my experience was pretty much better because of that help and that support system that I had, and people who were already here who were willing to share with me. So that kind of cushioned my experience in that first year. Yeah.
Excellent. Now I'm gonna jump into job skills. So now you touch a little bit on it, being a student and working at the same time. I mean, we all have done it, and I can really sympathize with you, especially coming in the winter time. I can sympathize. How was the working process, and what was the process that you took to get your first job, and how was it, the interview process? Kweku, I'll start with you.
So for me, I had quite a bit of experience coming from Ghana to Canada in IT. I was working as like a network engineer. So I had that experience with me. So one of the things that I'd learned about finding your first jobs is connecting with recruiters and using LinkedIn. So, I mean, LinkedIn was really helpful to me. I connected with some recruiters before I came. I had maybe emailed them. I had even tried applying for jobs before I came.
Okay.
And I realized that really wasn't successful. So immediately I landed, I kind of like updated my LinkedIn, changed my location, and I mean, surprisingly enough, I think within the first week or two, I had a recruiter reach out to me.
Wow.
And they were like, hey, we have this job that we think you're a good candidate for. Wow. And we want you to interview, what are your expectations? I mentioned an amount to them and they're like, oh, we think you are worth more than that. We're actually willing to pay you more than this. I was like, wow, okay. That's like a really positive experience. But at that time I was schooling. So after thinking about it, I was like, you know what, I'm in school and the recruiter was like, but why are you in school? You have the skills, leave school and come and work. I was like, no, I think I want to finish this. So I think I had shared my resume with some other recruiters. So after the first semester, just getting to the end of the first semester, one of the recruiters reached back to me and he said that, hey, we have this contract role with one of these telecom companies in Canada. And I was like, wow, this is exactly the same kind of work I was doing back in Ghana and would really be a good experience for me. So, I mean, that's how I got the job. I did like 1 or 2 interviews. They asked me some technical questions about my experience and about, the procedure that I would follow to perform certain actions, and they were happy and they gave me the job. So it was a contract job, right? Wow. But I mean, it was my first job. I didn't really care. I just wanted the experience. I was more than happy to learn from the process. I didn't care much about the rate that I was being given. I was just there to learn. And it was a really good learning experience for me. And also very crucial in helping me get the Canadian experience, which helped me get into other subsequent roles afterwards. So for me, I'll say that, especially for those of us in technology, in IT, no matter where you are coming from, your IT experience is really relevant in Canada here. So it is, if you position yourself right, if you put your resume together correctly in the Canadian style and you reach out to recruiters and engage with them, your chances of getting a job are pretty much, very good. And you stand a chance of like getting pretty good like jobs just like in IT, just like where you are coming from. So that was my experience. Yeah.
Excellent. And Dr. Christiana, I'll move on to you. How about you? You probably have also worked in Canada as well. How was your experience on your first job, the interview process, and the whole, cascade of event that took place? Can you walk me through, please?
I'd say my first job was as a student. It was a student job actually on campus as an educational development associate with our Center for Teaching and Learning. Right. And so it was advertised in the university and I saw the ad. And so I thought it matched my skills. And my duties was more to guide students in writing their teaching dossiers, teaching philosophy statements. If people are in academia, they understand some of these things and giving faculty feedback. Sometimes I would go to a classroom and observe the way faculty is teaching, and then I'll give feedback I'll let them know, is it engaging enough, that kind of thing. So I did an interview to get that job. It was a student job, but I needed references. And so I took a reference from my supervisors and a couple of other people, and I interviewed for the job and I got it. There were so many other people on Queen's University campus, like it's a hot cake job. And so I got that job. And the second year of that job, I became the lead educational development associate. Now, coming out of school and looking for opportunities, I think how I got into my current postdoc, again, my supervisor shared the link with me. Like, these guys are looking for postdocs. And I was looking, I had just finished school. I was about to finish school. So I was looking for postdoc opportunities or permanent employment and things like that. So when I saw it, again, I had to go through this whole, as Kweku said, the CV, you have to, I am in academia, so there's a way that you write your CV to match the Canadian standard or the American standard. And you have to also, for the kind of postdoc that I enrolled on, I had to do, number one, a Zoom interview. So that was the first selection stage. I met there's a selection committee. So they all come and sit down with all their questions. And I sailed through that. And the next one was an in-person interview. And my interview was really interesting. It's like from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you have different interviews. You only get like about 30 minutes lunch break. Yeah, it's just like actually interviewing for faculty position, because the postdoc is kind of like a temporary training you to be faculty. So it's kind of like temporary kind of employment. If we were talking about, if we were in medical school, say it's like residency, like the way that you understand residency, so more training. And so I did all the interviews, met different people, and another part of the interview was doing like a presentation. So I had to do a presentation on topics that I'm familiar with, like my research. I was doing my research. And so the number of publications I had also mattered. And this was a really competitive postdoc, like from different people from all over the world. And according to their records, there was no Black person,
Which school is this?
So this is in the US, Michigan State University in the US. So I had to go there. And there's no Black person. I'm the first Black person to be selected. It was quite competitive, and the interview was tiring. Again, by God's grace, I sailed through, and it's been a really nice, working environment, and I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much that is helping my career.
Wow. Yeah. It seems like you couples have gone through quite a bit of experience. Just the whole process of moving from Ghana to Canada and even coming here, where you continue to. So just tell me a little bit about Canada overall. Quick, I'll start from you. How is the Canadian system here? How is it? You like it? You don't like it? How is it overall?
Oh, I will say that I like Canada. I think Canada is a really good country to live in. I love like the peace of mind that we enjoy here and the security. I think those are two of the top things that make Canada a really exciting place for me to live. I think it's a very decent society, right? And the government put in a lot of efforts to make life decent for everyone. And I like the fact that like every job is respected,
right?
There isn't anything like, oh, this is a menial job. I mean, the bus driver is respected. The person who is serving you at the fast food joint is respected. The person cleaning your premises or your office is respected. There is dignity in work here, and there is respect for work. And I mean, no matter the kind of job that you are doing, it can help keep body and soul together. Right. And I think Canadians too are also very welcoming and very friendly. Canada is a very diverse society, as we know. It is said that one out of every 5 Canadians was not born in Canada. So I mean, Canada is a country of immigrants.
Diverse.
Very diverse. And there's a constant need for even more immigrants to come in. So Canada is opening its arms to welcome people from all over the world who have the right skills and education to contribute to the Canadian economy. So I think Canada is presenting a very unique opportunity to the world. And as many people as possible that should take this opportunity that Canada is presenting, just as you are presenting Canada to the world, and and come and be a part of the Canadian society and enjoy, and I mean, dream big, whatever dreams that you have. I believe that when you come to Canada, you can fulfill those dreams. So those are my thoughts for Canada. Yeah.
Wow. And Dr. Christiana, what about you? What is your experience so far, Canada overall? You like it?
I think Kweku said it all. I have been in Canada, I've been in the US. I can do a compare and contrast. I like the US system too. It's like a go kind of thing. Canada is more family oriented. It's like they have more empathy towards family. And that's why you would even get people going on 1 year maternity leave. And now there's even paternity leaves and all that. I know that in the US, you cannot, nobody does that. You cannot have that kind of 1 year. And I like the people here. And I really see Canada as home, because when I got into Kingston, my supervisors were really nice. I did not really have any experience of, that kind of racism, maybe a couple of times. I remember sometimes when I sat on the bus, nobody would sit by me. And so what my coping strategy was, okay, I just put my backpack there. So you can choose to stand. If you don't want to sit by me, it's really up to you. And I remember another experience I had. I was leaving my house to campus and somebody behind me was shouting, "She's Black, she's Black." These are rare, rare cases. And so overall, I think the people are nice. I really like the cold weather. It's interesting. I'm coming from a hot climate, Ghana. But I love it. And people tell you winter is my favorite season.
I see
like
you guys dancing. I see the dancing.
In the snow. In the snow, right?
Yeah.
And actually, it was my idea. Let's go and dance in the snow. I like to wear jackets and scarves and so on and so forth. And so, I think Canada is a really nice place. And when I came as a student. So it was when I was about to finish school that I went to write my IELTS and then also, put all my documents together to apply to actually stay here. And so, it's a really nice place. And so I think if viewers think this is where God is calling them to, why not? They should come.
Good. I guess my next question will be, so what is your experience, and maybe what would you like to tell the audience, people, for example, in Ghana, other part of, Africa or other part of the world that would like to migrate to Canada? What would be your advice for them? Kweku, I'll start from you.
Okay, I would say that a lot of people have that desire. I mean, I have a lot of people reaching out to me and, hey, what's the process to come to Canada? And I give them all the information. I share information on the YouTube channel.
Right.
But then you find out that a lot of people are not really committed to the process. I mean, if this is something that you really want to do, if this is somewhere you really want to come, if you feel this is where God is directing you, you need to put in your best effort. Yeah. It's not an easy process. You will not cross your legs, fold your arms, sit back, and then the government of Canada is going to be handing you an invitation to come to Canada. You need to commit yourself to the process, be serious about it. You need to prepare very well, like find out all the information. And it's interesting that, all the information about Canada, everything is out there online. Wow. You just need to be dedicated and committed to finding out that information. So I'd like to encourage people, do your research, because all the information that you need is out there. There are amazing forums where you get all the information, you can ask all your questions. So please do your research and be committed to the process. Don't be afraid to prepare and write, IELTS exams. It's doable. People have gotten like near perfect scores just because of preparation.
Right.
Just put it at the back of your mind that whatever investment, whatever effort that you put in is going to be rewarded later on. So do not shy away from the process and just, give it your best shot and just enjoy the results. Yeah.
What about Dr. Christiana? What about you? What advice would you add?
Yeah, when it comes to the education aspect of it, people also reach out to me, and Kweku and I have even said on our YouTube channel that we are open to helping people, and we've helped several people by God's grace. We think it's a privilege. But what I realize when I'm helping people is they tend to want me to do all the work for them. But I cannot write your personal statement for you.
For sure.
I need you to write it so that I will give you feedback and help you. And I realize that, especially with Ghanaians, most Ghanaians will get tired easily. Like, you give them feedback, they go and come back. It's not up there. You give them feedback again, like, why are you worried? It's like that kind of attitude, and so if you're not really serious on coming, I'll see it from your attitude. By God's grace, we've been able to help people through that process, people who are willing to really do the work. And I'm saying to the glory of God that we even have friends who are coming this fall.
Wow. Amazing.
To come and do their PhD because they came and I saw their willingness to learn. And so I would hold your hand, my sister, my brother, because me too, somebody helped me. And I feel like it's my way of giving back. And that's why I would sit behind the computer and be looking on someone's personal statement. And it takes a lot of my time.
Yes.
I have so many other work doing.
Yes.
I try to help you. I need you also to help yourself. And that goes back to the process that we talked about. Do you really want to come to school in Canada? Is that where God is calling you to?
Right.
Or do you want to come because Asantua is here, because Kwabena is here, because Kweku is here, or because your friend is here? Really? If really God wants you to be here, you see that passion. It's like that desire. Like I said, when I was in Ghana, it was like a burden on me.
Wow.
I sleep with, abroad on my mind. I wake up with abroad on my mind. And even when the prophet told me twice, I wasn't sleeping. I can tell you, I did a lot. People chopped my money and all along the way.
Yeah.
So many passport pictures that I didn't need to take in the first place, but I was committed to the process. I was committed to the process. Even when Jesus Christ came, he didn't just die on the cross. He went through the process. He got disciples. They went fishing. He healed the sick. He raised the dead before the cross and then going back to the Father. So how is it that most Ghanaians are like this? Do the work for me. Let it be there. The yam is here. Now it should be cooked in the next. No, it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work like that. That's a sound advice. That's a sound advice. So now we're gonna shift gears a little bit to Ghana. Now you have come here, you have fulfilled your dream, I would say, up to this point. God has brought you this far. Now, in terms of Ghana, we grew up there. So what is the plan moving forward? Do you have any intention on going back to Ghana? Kweku, I'll start with you. Establish some sort of a business, because IT is big and we really need it in Ghana. Your service is going to be needed. Is this something that you have at the back of your mind that you plan to do?
Oh yeah, I think one of the reasons for coming here is for the exposure and for the knowledge. So it would be really good to be able to give back and contribute to also developing Ghana in that space. So it is not something that I have ruled completely out. If there is an opportunity which presents itself in the future, and I'll be happy to work towards it. I mean, yes, definitely. We all want to see Ghana, put out there. We want to see Ghana develop and become a technological superpower and call the shots in the global technological space. So Ghana is definitely very much in my heart. I have a heart for Ghana as well. And so definitely there are plans for Ghana in the not too distant future. Yeah.
Dr. Christiana, what about you? What are your plans?
So personally, I already have projects in Ghana. I just won a grant actually that is focused on Botswana and Ghana. We're looking at inclusive education, and that's my area of research, special education. So I'm looking at transition program and inclusive education, its implementation, how is it working? So this is a whole project in Ghana and Botswana. So it's my way of giving back to Ghana. Even I'll be going to Ghana for different conferences, collecting data and doing, so it's something that is already ongoing. So I hope that in the future I can continue to do projects, that will help the Ghanaian system. And even I also do guest lectures for my friends who are lecturers in maybe KNUST. They reach out to me and I give them guest lectures for their students and all. So yeah.
Yeah, this is, I think this is it for me. This is it for me. It's been it's amazing. I was telling my wife I couldn't wait for this interview, and I think it really, really, really went well. You guys shared a lot of information. And I thank you very, very much. All the best in whatever you're doing. Please stay safe. And Kitchener is a very nice spot.
All the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared.